Okay, I wanted to come on here today and talk about stability. Stability doesn't exist. I've been trying to go after stability my whole life, and I've never obtained it. So I was watching this video today, and it was about this girl who her dream is to be able to travel across the US, to be able to go to national parks, to be able to camp, to be able to live out in an RV. And she was talking about how she can't do that because she needs to be able to get into a good school and so that she can get a good job. And she's under this illusion that by waiting to be able to do something, she's then going to be able to do it. But why are you waiting for you to do the things that you actually want to do in your life? You don't need to wait around. You don't need to wait for that perfect moment to come in your life. Because what if it never does come? Then what? You're just never going to do the things that you actually want to do in your life? Or if you wait for stability to come in your life, if you wait until you make 100K in your life, then once you get to that goal, once you make 100K, then you're going to start living like you're making 100K. You're going to get a better apartment. You're going to get a better car. And then you're going to be too scared to quit your job so that you can actually take the time and go on that trip you've always wanted to. Because if you quit now, then what if they don't hire you back? Or what if by leaving now, you'll be taking a step back? Do you understand what I'm saying? Whenever you talk to older people, they always say, travel while you're young. Why are you waiting until you retire to do the things you actually want to do now? You're young, you're healthy. You should be going after those things now. You shouldn't be waiting. What are we waiting for? To make 200K a year, and then what? Then you're too scared to leave your corporate job because you've built your whole entire life into this thing that you thought that you actually wanted or that you thought that you needed. Take me for an instance. I've wanted stability. I was scared to go after the things that I actually wanted. I was working a job at the time that I didn't really like, and I started making short form videos, and I thought to myself, wow, this is actually going to take a lot longer than what I'm expecting. So it's probably better that I have a more stable job so that I can actually go after the things that I want in my life. So that's when I started pursuing UI UX design. I thought, okay, if I can be a product designer, then one, I can have a job that I don't absolutely hate because I get to design things and I get to problem solve. And then I'll be able to make enough money where it makes sense for me to do YouTube on the side. But the industry totally flipped itself on its head, and now no one's hiring junior designers. I spent all this time, all this money, all this energy doing something in hopes that it would allow me to do something else. I got volunteer projects. I redid my portfolio. I redid my website, all in hopes that it would allow me to get a job so that I then can do YouTube. And it never happened because I am now going up against senior level designers. I'm going up against people who have so much more experience than me. Every year, there was more and more layoffs within the tech world. And I felt stuck because I didn't want to quit. I didn't want to look at myself and be like, you quit before it was too soon. You quit at the wrong time. If you just would have waited a little bit longer, you would have been able to get that job. Because I know people. I have really good friends that were able to get product design jobs, and that gave me hope that if I just keep pushing and if I keep doing this thing, then I'll be able to get one as well. And it never happened. I was having a hard time before this last year, even getting volunteer projects. And I had already done volunteer projects. I was having a hard time doing things for free. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is why in 2026, I said, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm going after the things that I actually want in my life. I'm going to actually pursue them to my full extent. And within that time, it hasn't even been that long. I've already been able to change my mindset. I've been more consistent with this than I have with anything in a very long time. I'm eating better. I'm going to the gym. I think I just went to the gym 6 times in a row, 6 days in a row. I never would have had this type of motivation to do anything else in my life because I stopped hoping for things to change, and now I have faith that they will. And I have confidence in myself that I'm going to make it happen. I have full confidence in myself that this will work out because I want it, because I will go after it, because I'm not scared of it. And that's why I'm no longer looking for stability. I'm not looking for that job that's then going to allow me to do the things that I actually want to do. So if you want to travel, travel. Why are we waiting around? Why are we waiting for retirement to do the things that we want to do in our life? What if you don't make it to retirement? I don't know. I really hope that you were able to get something from this. I just saw that video of that girl talking and just really wanting to be able to travel, but just feeling like she couldn't because she needed stability. And yeah, I just felt bad for her. I just felt like, why not? Why aren't you doing these things? Because then what? Your parents are going to be disappointed? Let them be disappointed. Most of the time you go to school and you find out the major that you signed up for isn't what you actually wanted to do anyways. So you might as well go out, get some more life experience, travel, find out who you are, and then decide what you want to do with your life. People always told me, I always said that right after high school, I want to move away. I want to move to Whistler. I'm going to be a ski bum. I'm going to work as a janitor. And everyone kept telling me, no, you have to go to school. Because if you don't go to school now, you'll never go back. And in hindsight, I should have went. That's what I wanted to do, and I should have done it. Because I thought I knew what I wanted to do. But then life happened. And I dropped out of school. Because things happened in my life that I wasn't expecting. So, I hope what you got from this is that you don't need to wait for the right moment to do the things that you actually want to do in your life. You're allowed to go after the things that you're truly passionate about. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have yourself the best day ever.